Welcome to Wizards Outlook, joined by Cardo W. Jr. and Raymond Lyons. All right, Anthony Davis scores 55 as the Lakers beat the Wizards 130 to 119. AD had one hell of a night. It was another one of those things where Washington looks meh for about three quarters. Furious rally in the fourth to make things interesting, get within, within 10 or so, and the Lakers held them off. We saw Brad Beal leave the game earlier with what turned on to be a hamstring injury, which in terms of what the broadcast had to say. So we'll see what comes out in the coming days. That's why he didn't return to tonight's game. Carlo, let's start with you. Just your thoughts on tonight's game, and then Ray.
Continuation from what we saw against the Hornets, man. Look, man, AD been on one, so I knew the Wizards was going to have to look a lot different than what we've been seeing as far as physicality, being consistent defensively for more than one quarter, specifically the fourth quarter, and they literally duplicated the same defensive effort that we saw last game. Non-existent, no resistance at all for three quarters. Then the fourth quarter, when the other team is chilling, looking like they about to pull the starters and go home with the W, then they want to play. And it's like, well, where was this at the first three quarters? Why does it always have to be the same old deal? But you're dealing with a different monster here than you did with the Hornets. You're dealing with AD, who's playing at forget also that he's playing at the MVP level. The last 9 games, including this one, LeBron's steady Eddie. You know what I mean? He's steady Eddie. Outsmarting guys, still got enough in the tank to still play at an all-star level, and still do his fair share of damage. And one thing that you see with the Lakers that's different outside of getting healthier that you saw from the early in the season when they got off to that rough start is guys know their roles through and through now. Like, they're not going away from that. Guys understand what it is. They're playing together. And honestly, it looked like, obviously LeBron, from what he's accomplished, he's getting the headlines, but they're playing through AD. Everything, he's the first option right now. And that's cool. It should be that way. LeBron's in his 20th year. But with that being said, playing the Wizards and their focal point being an all-star MVP caliber big, that ain't going well for for Washington for what they bring in, because they soft inside. Let's just call it what it is. They're soft inside. A lot of the guys don't really want that drama, and the Lakers knew that. They didn't settle for a lot of threes. They took over threes when they had them, but they just punished the Wizards inside. They drove. The Wizards dropped down, tried to contest at the basket. They were kicking it out, and they hit a good amount of threes as far as efficiency. They were 38%. They shot 54% from the field, man, and it just got ugly. It got and AD, no disrespect, what he did to Porzingis, he should have there be arrested. He took it to that boy. He took it to his chest. That damn dunk he had on Porzingis and Gafford, Jesus, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's AD we don't see too often. And he's been like that for the last few games, man. So we can sit up here overanalyze things and whatnot. It's just a continuation of what we've been saying with the Wizards. And until they look deep within themselves as players and just be like, no more, we're going to continue to see this. Because if we saw it from the Hornets, I damn sure knew we was going to see it from the Lakers. And I was just hoping that y'all can't play these games with the Lakers. And also the Lakers defend. They're an excellent defensive team. Like, watching them tonight, they were good defensively early in the season. They just can't make shots, honestly. But seeing now that they got a flow offensively and seeing how they rotate, and guess what they do that the Wizards do? They don't switch. They don't switch unless it's just they get held up on the screen. They communicate, get mine. That's the only time they switch. Them guys fighting over the screens, and you see a totally different dynamic between the two teams defensively, man. And look, man, this is a perfect example for those who always think in offense. If you don't bring no resistance defensively, I don't care how great your offense is, you're going to get slaughtered and you're going to lose. You may make it close in spurts or whatever, like it's 131-19. You may be, people see the final score, oh, it was respectful. No, it wasn't. They got destroyed. And they only came back in the fourth quarter where they had 38 when the Lakers took their foot off the gas pedal. That's all it was. They got to look within themselves, man, because it's going to be bad. Like, it's getting time where people just going to be like, you know what, got to question their heart. But I don't think people care because they ain't expect much out of them to begin with to start the season anyway. So they're just proving a lot of people right, man. But yeah, this was just a clinic by AD and LeBron controlling the game. Simple as that.
Right.
Yeah, man, it's just another lifeless performance until they looked up and recognized they was almost down by 30, and then wanted to fight back to make it respectable. You're not gonna win like that. It's hard to respect that because if you can fight in the fourth quarter like that, just do it the whole game, and maybe you won't be in this position. Um, yeah, man. If Brad going down hurt, that's understandable, but it's no excuse just to not have any resistance whatsoever, man. Lakers got what they wanted for the entire game for the most part, and the Wizards, man, they offensively they was just disjointed. They shot 39 threes and made 10 of them. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, why are you shooting more when you're not making them? But what have you. Yeah, man, they got to figure some things out. They need a serious gut check. We say a lot of times they need an asshole on the team. Somebody that will not stand for this, because obviously that person doesn't exist within this organization right now. Because if they did, this wouldn't be the norm. So, yeah, until something changes drastically, this is going to be what it is. I'm at the point, actually been at the point where they don't get the benefit of the doubt, man. You got to come and show and prove. Like the talent is there. There's no excuses, man. So yeah, this was embarrassing. AD demolished them. Like you if you're a Kispert and Kuz, you got to have more respect for yourself than this, man. He outperformed both of them. Like that's embarrassing, man. You two of your three big guns can't get outdone by one player. And LeBron, he was kind of just chilling and taking what was coming to him, and he still had a monster game. So yeah, man, that just shows they have no fight in them, plain and simple. And that's what happens to you when you when you play a good team with great players and you're not disciplined defensively and you don't take care of the little things. You come out here and you get smacked. So yeah, hope they figure it out. But yeah, this was a bad look, man.
All right. Well, look, I
Yo,
have
yo,
to.
hold
Go ahead.
on. Before we move on, man, one thing I want to ask y'all. Normally, when a team is getting railroaded, they're getting destroyed or something like that, you might see a coach try to fire them up himself as far as like getting attacked, showing some emotion or something like that, or just like, y'all want to play, I'm gonna do something extreme with my substitutions just to get the team attention. Like this won't be tolerated anymore. Enough is enough. I don't see that, man, coming from the sideline, man. And I know that we look at the players, man, but I'm like, dog. Like this can't keep happening. This can't keep on happening, and you expect to keep your job. Like, think about what's going on. Like, bro, I'm an intense dude. I get that everybody ain't intense, but man, he just cool, dog. I'm like, you don't see this? They're playing with you guys in your building. AD got louder MVP. Dog, that's the loudest MVP chance I've heard in years. Been covering this team for 7-8 years, man. Like loud, bro. Like the entire. It sounded like the entire arena. Like I'm not even hyping it up. It sounded like that. I'm looking around. I'm like, wow. That don't hurt you, dog. You know what I'm saying? We got homegrown dudes on the team, like from the area. Like that don't bother you? Y'all cool with that, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? As the coach, like you pretty much born and raised here because what your pops did. That don't bother you? That's why I'm looking at everything. Like sometimes it ain't even about basketball. Sometimes it's just about what's in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, strap up, get the board, make this game ugly. Do what we gotta do to win, man. Like, just do whatever you gotta do to walk out here victorious. It ain't gotta be pretty. Because at the end of the day, when they look up and see the scoreboard, you up. They ain't gonna ask how you got it done. All they care about is did you get it done. You see what I'm saying? And you don't see that from this team, man. Look, I knew it would be a long shot for them to beat the Lakers. Don't get me wrong, because the way the Lakers been playing, you know what I'm saying? I know their confidence got high because they went in Milwaukee. AD and Giannis went at it toe to toe, and they walked out that jump with Chris Middleton returning with a W. So I knew their confidence. I knew now that that's reassurance right there. But this effort tonight, from what we've seen, come on, man. Like, you couldn't afford to bring the same effort you did against the Hornets. Keep in mind, they ain't had their player either, LaMelo Ball. They had their star player and a couple other starters as well. And it took you to the fourth quarter to really make a monumental comeback with like 40 points or something to be able to have a chance to win it at the buzzer. That ain't going to work against, what the hell? They got like guaranteed 3 Hall of Famers over there. Guaranteed. So what are we doing? Like, I just don't understand. These are pros. They should be able to figure it out, but also it's a professional coach too. It's so much blame to go around, bro. I can't even pinpoint it, bro. It's just I've never seen it all my years of playing being involved with the game, dog. Like, this is like glorified pickup. This is what it looks like every night, every game. Some of the defense is non-existent. We talk about the shot selection just being horrible. Like, I know that Cool shot a 3 before he got going, but he got off to the rebound. He just dribbled out and just shot that. I said, yeah, like, come on, man. Like, call something, run something, dog. You ain't even clicking yet. You know, and what was this? Like, where did he shoot from 3? 1 for 7. I just had to throw that out there. I'm like, hey, what, dog? Get a tech, get thrown out or something. Like, his whole expression don't even change. It's mind-boggling. I can't. I'm really trying to figure it out because it don't make sense.
Yeah, I don't have an answer for that. I have no idea. I just maintain my thing for the last couple of years. It's just, hey man, top down, it is what it is. Like, hasn't changed. Like, I think sometimes when people leave things, people underestimate just how much of something somebody brought. And I feel like the soul left the building. And I don't know when it's coming back. It's going to keep it back.
It's coming back.
Yeah.
It's coming back all the time.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't know when it's coming back for them, wearing their colors. Their jersey. Yeah. I'm sorry. Let me be more specific. You're right. But I think that's one of those things sometimes fans or people in general just like take for granted. That was one of those guys. You took it for granted, and here you are. You took it for granted. He covered up so much of the stink. And you removed it. You just left with the stink. The full stink. Nobody to shield it. Nobody to get in the way. Here you go.
But and my last thing before we move on, with that guy, when they start again creeping away, like the team going up like 10, 15, you just see him go super aggressive, like get the board. I'm taking against your whole team, get the and one fried up, get fried. I'm looking for that. I don't see none of that.
It's not here. It's not here. It's in LA now, like you said. It's gone. It's not here.
They flex when they get it done. I'm like, man, you down 20. Why are you flexing now? It's like the bully knocks you out. You wake up, you slap him back in the head and run away, and then you flexing. You're like, dog, you got knocked out. What were you doing? We all saw you get knocked out. So,
hey, look, I apologize. I think we all know the answer. Anthony Davis is player of the game. All right, so I'm just going to announce it.
Yeah.
In moments like this, I'm not going to ask. His 55 and 17 made him player of the game. Shit, it might have made him X Factor too. I don't know. But, hey, you guys can choose your X Factor.
Man, him or LeBron, dog, they both can share it.
Okay. So now that that's done, Ray, do you have any objections? Let me make sure that.
Not at all, man.
All right. We'll do some of these comments, man. 1 second, we get out of here. Donnell Caldwell, what's going on, bro? So done. When do they look themselves in the mirror? I don't know. Whenever they do, it'll be the first time for this group. Looks like the Lakers finally becoming the team they were hoping they would be behind AD. How about that? People understanding the roles, playing defense, star players.
Shout out to Darvin Ham.
Yep.
Shout out to Darvin Ham. He's doing a great job coaching and rounding the boys in the shape. with a defensive mindset. It starts on that end. You can just see it. And AD, as great as he been offensively, defensively, oh man, he was everywhere though. Man, edging out, getting on the guards, making them hit tough shots if they hit it at all, getting back, blocking shots, altering shots, rebounding. That 17 rebounds, yeah, that's a part of defense. So he's been, bro, you can't even point to nothing. Like the hell, there's no negatives with him lately. Nothing.
He's been amazing all year. Second game in a row where they play 12 minutes of basketball. I think you guys have alluded to that. Area 11 team. Is it me or does it seem like Denny is in that slump that Gaffer was in?
Go ahead, Ray. I'm not even going to go ahead, man.
I mean, we've been shared what we think the issue is with Denny, man, and of course, with the team struggling, that stuff is magnified because, I mean, that naturally he's going to think that any mistake he makes will just exacerbate the issues. So, but at the end of the day, man, if you're looking around at everybody playing like shit, like, what's the worst that can happen if you try to do something positive, man? So,
hoop, might as well just hoop.
It can only go up from here. Like, it can only go up. That's where you're at. Like, be honest. Like, maybe those 12 minutes turn into 14 minutes, and we can build up to 48. Who knows? All right, it looks like last year all over again. Danielle Cole, I'm done watching this team, so for the notice, they're not going to keep running my blood pressure up. I got work in the morning. Take care of yourself.
You disrespecting last year's team. At least they fought. Might have been each other. At least they fought.
Again, volumes where they are right now. Big O say about to take a break from this team, man, or I'm cheating with another team. Be happy y'all are fans.
Yeah, thank God that period's over. I couldn't do it. I'd have been a free agent fan. Y'all think I'm playing? Hey, I was born a Washington football fan. When my man headbutted the wall, I was done. Like, yo, Broncos, where you at? And I've been a Broncos fan ever since. So I wouldn't hesitate if I was in fan mode when this wasn't the job. What? I'd have left when they traded John. I ain't even gonna lie. Good, no.
Area 11 team before the buzzer says they need Jesus, but I don't know if he can help them. And that's how we're going to close. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. We'll see y'all again on Wednesday. Like I think Chris Miller said there at the game, they got 12 road games this month. So it's going to be a whole lot of playback room. Join us. Watch the game with us. You can comment you can interact with us while we're watching the game. Same as you guys. You know, it's going to be tough. I know Chicago's going through it. That's what they got next. That said, sometimes, the Wizards seem to be the remedy for bad teams. I love Boston last year when they were spiraling, and they were the ones that kind of recalibrated the Celtics for the run that they went on. You never know. You never want to be that team, but sometimes you are. No Brad saying problems. Doesn't matter. They will cook us. Look, man.
With Brad, same problems. I mean, it's been a problem regardless.
Yeah, it's tough. And again, y'all gonna be in the building on Saturday when that other dude come back, when the soul comes back in the building on the other side. That's gonna be tough. Yeah,
He's gonna be on one.
He's going that whole roster areas on like 17 and 1,000. Yeah.
And Ty Lue gonna make sure he's on one. That's the problem, right?
But you got to go through Wednesday to get to Saturday. So we'll see you guys Wednesday evening. Y'all have a good night.